Hello, this is DracoFlame67, and welcome to the final installment of mandatory Mook Mania. This time, we are fighting the Dark Dragon. This is the only required fight in the final dungeon before the final boss. And while this is a mostly unique enemy, you can fight the dragon in the Temple of Earth over and over again, and you can fight the Gold Dragon in Torrent Forest over and over again. You can only fight the Dark Dragon once, and as soon as you've defeated him, he drops the Dragon Mail, the key to the final boss, and you can end the game immediately, but of course, there's a lot more stuff that I want to cover before the end of the Boss Tour Remastered. Though, I suppose it's fitting that Mandatory Mook Mania is the first of the side series to finish, since it is the first one to start. And, well, the Dark Dragon, I suppose we can talk about strategy right now. It's a very similar fight to the Dragon in the Temple of Earth, which we fought a couple times already in Fun with Farming. It fights basically just like that. The only differences are, it looks like it breathes lightning, but its attacks are actually non-elemental. I've tested it with lightning resistance and immunity. Those don't actually stop its damage, so non-elemental I'm fairly certain of. And it also doesn't have any elemental resistances, unlike the dragon in the Temple of Earth, which happens to be immune to fire. And that will come into play in a Fun with Farming later. But for now, the important thing to make note of is all its attacks are non-elemental, no elemental resistances or weaknesses, and it fights exactly the same as the dragons in the Temple of Earth, just stronger. As for, just to be clear, it's not Mania. How to go about fighting it? I'm going with a party of Colette, Kratos, Genus, and Rain. Main reason for this is I want the Force Ring to cut non-elemental damage in half, and because there's only one of those, I could put 2 Protect Rings on other characters if I wanted to go in melee, but I figure might as well go with 1 melee, 3 range. So I'm going to be playing as Colette with the Force Ring equipped. Kratos, Genus, and Rain will all have Black Onyxes. Colette has Fairy Ring to cut TP consumption in half. So does Rain. Genus, I have the Mystic Symbol to speed up his casting time, and Kratos has the Spirit Symbol for TP regeneration instead. Regarding other piece of equipment, Colette has the joke weapon for this fight, so she's got the tambourine. Regarding X skills, Colette, I've just given her Life Thief and Spirit Thief. Kratos has his X skill setup that I've had for the entire game. Nothing really important here. Genus and Rain have Randomizer and Quick Spell as well. Regarding techs, I'm playing as Colette because she has a lot of attacks that are very good against giants. Stardust Cross is particularly strong. Triple Ray Satellite, I think, depending on what the enemy shape is and where you hit it from, it can do a lot of damage and have a really high hit count. As for Kratos, Genus, and Rain, Kratos I have basically just as the supporter. He's only using level 1 spells, so just First Aid and Stone Blast, so that he doesn't interrupt the casting for Genus and Rain. Genus, I only have him using Cyclone. It's cheaper than Meteor Storm, it comes out more quickly than Meteor Storm, and Cyclone generally keeps its opponent in approximately where it is. It doesn't have much knockback, so I can still combo into and out of it with Colette. I think it, yeah. And as for Rain, she's got Photon and then healing with First Aid and Revitalize. And of course, I reiterate for strategy, Colette's at front lines, everyone else is at range. For unison attack, though I don't think I'm going to end up using one, I'm going to be going with neutral. Kratos, after you get him back permanently, he has Judgment. And Kratos' Judgment can combine with Holy Lance for Gospel, just as Colette's can. So I have Kratos and Rain for Gospel. Genis has Meteor Storm, and then I have Parabol on neutral for Colette because that's how I'm going to be using that tech in the battle. Alright, I think that's about it. Yeah, so this is the final mandatory Mook Mania. Let's get into fighting that Dark Dragon. I am the gatekeeper. You who would open the gate, stand forth and destroy me. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
You can also actually run from this fight, but you do have to win.
Here, sorry.
Take this! Stone Blast!
Get him! Cyclone!
Take this!
Parabol!
Take this!
Stardust!
Stone Blast!
Light! Photon! Sorry. Triple Ray Satellite!
Take this! Stone Blast!
Triple Ray Satellite! Cyclone! Parabol!
Take
Triple
this!
Ray Satellite!
Stone Blast!
Light! Photon!
Take this! Stone Blast!
Cyclone! Parabol! Stardust! Cyclone!
Take this! Stone Blast!
Light! Photon!
Take
Triple Ray
this!
Satellite!
Stone Blast!
Sorry.
Don't overdo it. First aid!
And transform into blades of air. Parabol!
Take this!
Stardust!
Stone Blast!
Get him! Cyclone! Stardust!
Take this!
Shock. That was easy.
And that was the Dark Dragon on Mania. The only real dangerous part is when that breath comes. It's possible that it does a lot. I mean, it does a lot of damage. I'm fairly certain that Colette would have died if she wasn't wearing the Force Ring. But aside from that, it's a very straightforward fight. Extremely easy, even on Mania. And that's it. There are no more mandatory mooks in the game. So, we say farewell to mandatory Mook Mania, but this is not the end of the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered, far from it. Next video is, there'll probably be a couple fun with farmings before the next boss. One on the normal mode file and one on the medium mode file. Stay tuned for those. This has been Draco Flame 67 with Mandatory Mook Mania. See you in another series.